Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So recently I just went on a mission trip to the Dominican Republic and I did some filming, so I put together a little video of that. Long story short, it was a group of me and 22 other chiropractic students called the Inevitables who trained for about 3 months in advance for the mission trip. We trained mind, body, spirit, just to really dive deep in this mission trip and create something special. So I hope you guys enjoy. Are you excited? Made it to Fort Lauderdale and now we are just enjoying some dinner with this beautiful sunset.
Yes, we did. Oh.
2 a.m. just landed. It's 3 a.m. and we are raging. Okay, so right now I'm editing and I just want to give a little bit more in-depth of our days and how they went and how I was feeling. So right now we had just got to the hotel. It was about 6:30 a.m. and that whole Friday we traveled for about 12 hours with all the layovers and stuff. And I got there and I was kind of just in a daze because I hadn't slept really, but I still tried to go fall asleep in my room, couldn't fall asleep. So I came back and we just hung out for a little bit, hung out by the pool. It was such a beautiful day. And then there were some people that were going to go into the town to go get some water and stuff, and I volunteered to go. And it ended up being a really cool opportunity because we got to ride on the back of these motorcycles from the security at the hotel. So we got to ride all the way in town and that was really cool to see for the first time and walk along those streets. Yeah, and then we got back and just hung out as a group. Guys, so I'm currently in the Dominican and this is incredible. I haven't even gotten to go out and serve the people yet, but it's been an amazing experience already and I can't wait to see what all is to come the next couple of days. Right now we are just palpating and living it up. So that was the end of dinner, and we just had a nice relaxing day after all of our flights that Friday. And I went back to my room, prepared for the next day of going out and serving the people. So let's go to that. We're just out here eating some breakfast, about to get ready to embark on our first day of the mission trip. How are you?
Hold up! I am a warrior. We are ready.
How you guys feeling? Good. Yeah, so we're all splitting up into groups of about 5 or 6 of us, and we're gonna be going off to different locations and serving the people. And I couldn't be more excited. I am so pumped and grateful to be here. Yeah, let's take this day, go with the flow. So that was the end, well, not the end, but the end of our day going out into town. And the first place that we went to, it was not very busy. There were only a couple people there. It was just in the middle of a neighborhood. And that was pretty overwhelming for me because we were kind of dropped off, didn't really have any direction, and the first person that laid down my table, I was kind of overwhelmed because I realized I can't communicate to them. And that was kind of a scary feeling, not being able to talk to somebody. You know, I was like trying to remember all the Spanish words I had written down on my list and like pulling out my paper. And I was like, ah. And so it took a while for me to just kind of learn those words and be able to speak them. So that was something I probably could have practiced a little more before I went on the trip, but that was just my first initial feeling, was overwhelmed. But we ended up moving locations and going right on the border in the middle of the town in front of, I forget what office, like city building it was, but there were a ton of people, and everyone that laid down on my table there, it was just a whole different experience, you know, like I was way more relaxed. I went back into my space before we went there and really focused my intention. I was like, Courtney, you can do this. You're meant to be here. Let's go. And I really just shifted my mindset for this next round, and it went so much better. I had so much support from everyone around me, so that was incredible. But that was the first day. It was pretty light just to get used to it, and we came back and they were like, do you guys want to go to this really cool beach for the rest of the day? And so we were like, yeah, let's do it. And we ended up going there, and it was an incredible way to relax and decompress from the first day. So okay, so this is getting ready for day 2. We started each of our mornings off with some movement, some breath work, some meditation, and that was a really great way to start our day and get our bodies moving. And so day 2, it was the first day we were going out into the schools, and I was really excited for it. It was a great day, but I'll let you see some clips of that, and then I'll come back and talk about all the experiences.
Body. And just melt.
chaos. Started off chaos. So we went to this school, and my kind of expectations was that I was going to show up, they were going to come out class by class, the teachers were going to have them lined up, and they'd get on my table, and then I'd go. So we get to this school, and that's not the case at all. They pretty much let all of the classes out all at the same time, no teachers. It was just all these hundreds of kids jumping on your table one by one, and that was crazy within itself. I was like, oh my goodness, I couldn't even speak enough to tell them, like, get in line, wait your turn. Like, I didn't know how to say that. I was like, ah! And so that was pretty overwhelming. And then on top of it, I kind of created a mass chaotic scene because I brought stickers, just thinking like they would like stickers. And I started doing to keep track of like who had gone on my table, because the kids were just jumping from table to table to table. And I brought out my stickers, so every time I had somebody on my table, gave them a sticker, and then they were done. So I knew which ones like had been on my table. At that point, the kids realized that I had stickers, and they came over to my table, and I was like, okay, this is not gonna work. So I just started handing them out like in line, just because I was done, had already seen everybody, and that caused complete and utter chaos. Like, just imagine a huge like fighting scene where kids were actually like punching each other because of these stickers, and I took a step back and I was like, holy like, what did I just do? I turned around because I was about to break down in tears because I literally just caused madness. And the really amazing part was I turned back around, had a tear rolling down my cheek, and all of the kids around me came over and started giving me hugs and were like, it's okay. We're like wiping the tears off my cheeks. And of course I was overfilled with love to where I started crying more, because I was just like, oh my gosh, like, I can't believe like these kids are so willing to give love. And they felt really bad that they'd caused that much chaos. It was just, they don't get stickers, and that was something super exciting for them. So that was a super chaotic scene, but it taught me how to be still in those moments of chaos. And then we went from there to down into like the middle of the city where they have like this gazebo and stuff, and we just set up there, and it was a good, nice little way to end the day off. And then we came back, and I don't have much film of like the evening portions, but basically we would come back, hang out, play cards, really bond with like my group, and then we would do reflections on how our day went, and that was really cool to hear everybody's stories and just see what they've learned and grown from during that day. So it was really cool. That was day 2. On to day 3. So day 3, we also went to schools, and it was a completely different atmosphere. They were calm, they were orderly. It was like a whole 180 of what the day before was. So that was an incredible way to have my last day. They gave us lunch. The kids were so awesome, like just having those conversations with them. And then afterwards, I will explain to you, once you look at all the videos and stuff, how the rest of that day went, because it was pretty special.
My table. Every time I turn around,
We've been working hard.
Again.
A lot of rice, it's good.
Rookie! So cute!
So the last part of our day, we got to go to this factory where 12,000 workers worked, and they all got off work at the same time, and all 40 of us like set up our tables outside, and it was this crazy scene of just like tons and tons of people coming and all interwoven within our tables. Like, it was incredible to be in that environment with that much energy and just all the people who were so excited and like just jumping on our tables, and like that was an incredible experience to be a part of, and I couldn't have asked for a better way to end that day.
What? Adjusting. Stay tuned, folks.
Oh my shit!
Oh my shit!
In conclusion, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This mission trip was something out of a dream. It has taken me a long time to integrate it because it honestly did feel like a dream. I came back to the States and I didn't even feel like it was real. I was like, I was in this weird limbo between still thinking I was in the Dominican and then being back here and being like, what just happened, all at the same time, feeling all those feelings, and I didn't know how to process it, and it's taken me a while to process it. But this is something that has taught me immense gratitude for not only the life that I live now, but just for love in general, because the way that these people in the Dominican give love so willingly and so openly without any expectations in return has made me want to give my love even more in that way, you know? Just open my heart even wider. I was like, I didn't know this was possible, but it was an incredible experience, and to do it alongside of this group that I now call my family is something I will never forget. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions about this experience, please feel free to reach out. I know I didn't even know that chiropractic students go on chiropractic mission trips. I never even knew that was a possibility. It was something I've always dreamed of doing for my whole life, and now I can say that I have gone on a mission trip, and it was exactly what I thought it was going to be and more. So, love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a beautiful, blessed day filled with gratitude, love, light, and happiness.
Peace.